The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Samaje Perine, 59 yards. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson wants a different look. Second and 4. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Austin complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert. Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. Wilson. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
To throw is Wilson. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Again, Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now they'll audible to something else. Now it's Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Got his man. It's Warren. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now it's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Now Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a...
At the confluence of the 3 rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Smith going to look to throw right away.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They snap it to Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Smith.
Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
He'll get that to Charbonnet. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now Gino.
This ball caught by McIntosh.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Now 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard.
14. 14, got it. 19.
Now Wilson. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. George Pickens. 61 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here now, 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Smith. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Walker now on 1st and 10. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now Wilson changing the play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And now an audible here into something else.
Wilson.
That's complete to the rookie from Michigan.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now it's Wilson.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
In motion, the tight end. To throw again is Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Having only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Wilson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson going to change things up here.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Wilson.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.